And we're back with another episode of Let's Play House Flipper. I'm your host, the RPG Guy. We need to finish this room with what I said I'd like to do. Which rather was, we would go to furniture, and it would be living room, I believe. And we're looking for 2 armchairs that are not super duper wide, because some of these get a little nuts with their width. So we'll go with 2 of these. One here, maybe one over here. And I was looking for this earlier. Okay, tables. We just want like a small little round round little table here. We don't want anything massive, which some of these tend to be. So we got a stylish stool. Can plop that guy right there, and then we can move these guys a little closer to it. Again, we're trying to optimize a good amount of room here. I like it. We can even put in a little light fixture that just has something hanging down. It's a little too long. Just like that. Look at that. You know, and if you own the house, you put some paintings or pictures here. You'd put something at the end of the hall, maybe, or along this wall. Probably be really good. I don't know what to do with the stairs. I don't think we can do anything about the stairs. We never tried, so we could try now. I have a feeling, though, there's not much we can do. No. Yeah, we can't do anything about the stairs, unfortunately. So, just to confirm that we are done down here, we've done this bathroom. This bedroom is done. It looks really good. This hallway, I like. It's very barren, but it is what it is. We got an office. Looks like they didn't paint this wall for some reason, but I know I did. This bedroom is done. And we've added this. Now, I just realized I do need to paint this white. And we need some more white paint anyway, so let's go ahead and paint these walls really quick. We probably don't need a large can, but we'll spend the extra just because we have another bathroom to do. And some window inlets and whatnot, so... or whatever you want to call it. Since we have some of those we gotta do, it'd be just better to have extra paint sitting around. Okay. Now, I was also taking a moment before I started this episode to think about what we could do. Now, I mentioned we could put this TV in here. We can, but we lose the fireplace. Now, there's a workaround. We bring this wall out. Only a little. And maybe to where we see the door to the bathroom. Doing this gives us a wall to a degree work with. The other option is to move the fireplace over here and put the TV in the corner. So we don't lose the fireplace. We just lose the design layout that they went for when they were here. You know, when these people moved in, you know? So there's that element to it. It's a rather simple change and exchange here. And we get to keep the fireplace. Regardless, I don't want any of that. And clearly, we need to move that out of the way. So we could have the fireplace here. That said, using that lovely corner TV, because when in doubt, plop it out. Right. Oop. Right about here. Now, we do have to think about radiator installation. Optimally, and AC. We're only putting one in anyway, so... Though I swear it would probably take two of them to do this whole room, but... I don't know enough about these types of air conditioners to make any kind of... to ascertain any kind of a real opinion here. Now, the other option is to put it up here, but it's kind of ridiculous. And it might actually not work, so we'll put it up here. And for the AC, it's funny to put it there because it's technically out of the way, but it's a very unrealistic place to put it. Okay, so now, this we're not going to wallpaper. This I think we're going to paint. It's such a large space that it just makes sense to paint it, you know, do our usual kind of halvesies painting. Half and half kind of layout. One side of the house will be like one paint, and then the other side will be, with the windows, will be the darker color to our lighter color. And I think I'm you know what, we're going with at random here with a theme that was kind of 1970s. So we're gonna just, to make it simple, we're gonna go with a dark and a like a brown and like a beige of some sort, like a, not a peach, but maybe an almond. The Almond Brothers. No, those were that's not how it's said. So yeah, we have windows on this side. The only exclusion are these two windows in the back. And actually, if we paint this wall and this wall, we only have two windows that get painted a little bit differently. So we would put the lighter colors here. I am painting with the darker color. Son of a bitch. The darker color goes here. Wasted a little bit of paint there. And across. And we gotta take this and go all the way back. We might need to buy more of this paint, because this small canister is going to start running out very soon. Especially because we got extra panels we got to do that we would normally do with most other rooms. Which is really this dead wall right here. Because theoretically we could just put railing there, but actually, you know what? That's probably not a good idea. Most coastal cities that I'm around me would never have that, because you'd have an earthquake, then your TV would fall, and if somebody was coming up the steps, they'd be dead. Welcome to prime time, bitch! Congratulations for anybody that gets that reference. I almost sometimes feel alone in the my knowledge of films. No! We were so close. Oh, wait. I didn't do it the way I usually do. Let's just burn this really quick. Okay. I gotta buy one of these. I screwed it up. And again, this doesn't really look like the 1970s the more I'm looking at it, but oh well. I've committed. And I think for the kitchen, I'm debating whether or not we really just want to do white and keep it simple. I'm not committed to anything yet. Well, I will say the divider here is going to be this kind of the sandy vanilla almond color, whatever it is. Whatever the hell it wants to call itself. And we can change this later too if we need to. To be fair though, I don't feel as bad. That little bit that we painted wouldn't have been enough to paint all of the framing of that window and the window over there. So we would have had to buy, I think, a second paint anyway, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, so that'll do. And we're not necessarily done yet. We gotta do these windows here. You need to make sure to check the sliders to see if this is necessary as well, but I don't think it will be. So get that going. The door frame, huh? Yeah, it does actually need it. Interesting. Gotta be careful, we're running low. And we need better lighting in here, because you can clearly see it's not as bright in here as it could be. Not to suggest that every house needs to look like a fucking... like the sun lives in the center of the room, but... when the lights are on and it's this dim, you know you don't have a lot of good lighting in here. And it's bad for the eyes. The sliding door is okay. So now we're into the browns. Let's get this painted properly. And the fact there's no light over here is almost criminal. Okay. Let's put in a light fixture back in the... oh yeah, and we'll replace these lights that are here with something else. Because clearly we need lights. We might want to go with... I want to go chandeliers. We don't need to go crazy in that back area, but we want to maybe make something that's an offshoot of something else. So like here's a ball chandelier, right? So let's do this guy. Still very dim. It's a little brighter. Again, we're gonna go bigger over here too. Problem is the room is so awkwardly sized. Again, I don't know if this is... oh, it's brighter. It's a lot brighter. See, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, it's bright, but we kind of need that brightness. And then, like, for over here, where the kitchen is, have something like this. This table's gonna get moved anyway, so I'd say about there is good. Okay, so much brighter. Much brighter. I can move this a little further away, too. There we go. Okay. Livens up the whole freaking room in a good way. Now, over here is the issue. Track lighting is dumb because we didn't do it anywhere else in the house. So I'm not that keen on that. I don't want to do this style because we didn't do it anywhere else in the house either. The Bola chandelier. Again, if we did it elsewhere in the house. We did a different chandelier. And I don't like that style to be brought up here. Well, maybe. Let me see it. Let me find it again. I mean, it would match what's downstairs. So, it's not bad. Okay, so a bit better of a loadout. Let's put in our installations and then finish the floor. We may also want to look at about the floor for the other room too. Now I think we'll go with a wooden flooring, just a simple wooden flooring up here. We've done carpet in the other parts of the house. This might be the most utilized part of the house during the daytime, right? So let's try to think, like, carpet would be nice in a bedroom area because it's nice on your feet. You walk around barefooted on a carpet. I would say for this home, it makes more sense to go with wood. Let's make sure it didn't fuck with the downstairs either. Okay, it did not. Makes more sense to go with wood upstairs because that's where all the action's happening. Yeah. Leave it on while we work for it's just toasty. Now, I think to make it simple here for the blinds, I think we're just gonna go with like a solid white. Again, we could go with something else a little more interesting, but I think because of the color scheme and we're using colors that are kind of weird, they didn't match the way I thought they would. It's better to just go with a plain white. Whereas in the kitchen, we'll try to make it match whatever we do in the kitchen. I don't know what we're going to do in there yet. Lots of options. Did I not paint that? I did not paint that. I don't think I painted that. It doesn't look painted. It's not painted. I mean, it's dark and I can barely see it, but it is clear. It was clearly not painted. How embarrassing. Boom. This moves this process along a little bit. Okay. To me, this is starting to get there. Now, we're not done with this home. We need to furnish this area of the house. I almost regret doing the frame this color, but I'm not going to change it. We've already committed. The question becomes loadout. Because we still got the kitchen to do and a bathroom, so I don't want to get too crazy. Because we theoretically could get all of this done this episode and technically be done with this house. In one way, shape, or form. I think we'll go with a... furniture. Living room. And a part of me's thinking like, oh, but you could do a little garden. I'm not sure yet. I don't really want to commit to that until we're further along. See, this is big enough of a space that we could go big. This guy. Right? You could literally go to that nth degree. And I would even argue as soon as you walk, honey, I'm home. Put like a little table or bench thing there for when somebody walks in through here. It almost becomes the living room space, which is like really nice when you think about it. We just need a decent sized table. There we go. I know it's a lovely living room, and I made it. And then we need the dining room. And because it's so massive, it really restricts what we can put in, so... Wait a minute. Table. There we go. Can we do... The problem is they don't tell you how big these are. I want something on the bigger side. And no, I'm not putting two together. Because we want to be able to fit a lot of people at it. I mean, there's so much room. To me, not doing that is a giant waste of space. At the same time, we're not getting a lot of options either. So let's just do this. We'll do this size. There we go. How'd that get painted? Maybe it was that color when we came and I didn't notice. Okay. Again, if we were doing details, I would paint the rest of that. Or I would put carpets out and whatnot. Or throw rugs, rather. But I'm too lazy to do that right now. Let's just paint this. Because I don't know what I really want to do yet for a kitchen. I like this layout. We're going to emulate this layout for sure. That's fine. And then in here... Yikes. We're just going to tile this area in, so the rest of this is going to be painted white. Go ahead and just get rid of everything. That way we'll be done with this white paint. Not necessarily, actually. I should not say that. Okay, and then we'll tile that in with something. What? I don't know. Okay. That light fixture's got to go. Okay, a lot brighter than it was before. We gotta figure out. Again, I like what they've done, so I don't want to change it too much. If anything, we really just want to re-emulate what they've done. Or just do what they did. But we are going to put a tile floor in here. Regardless of anything else. Because it also creates a barrier. Theoretically, we could also put wood in, but I want to change it up a little bit. Since this is such a large room, I think we need a slight change in this corner. In that nook. Let's do this bathroom first, since we're in tiling. Let's throw in something different. And then, so there's no window in here, so we can put really whatever wall tile we want. Let's just make it match downstairs. I'm still in floor tiles, aren't I? Yes, I am. But we'll make it match downstairs. You only need one of these. Probably two now that I'm thinking about it, but oh well. Ah, one is enough. We're still gonna go with the shower. Oops. Theoretically, we might have been able to put a tub in there, but why would you put a tub on the bathroom that everyone's going to use? And now that I'm looking at it, it's we got another wasted wall here, actually. I just, like I said, this is a wasted wall. It's just a double thick wall for no reason other than it needs to be there. Let's make this bathroom bigger, I say. And the white paint should be good. Okay, let's see here. We probably should have thought about that earlier, but oh well. Let me see. Should be 4 long. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Proper bathroom. Now we could have put a bathtub in there, but again, it's a weird place to put one, and I'm not going to do it. It just doesn't make sense to me to do that. Put in a thin toilet. A sink. We need to put in a radiator, I just realized. We'll do this first. Alright, and then we'll put the radiator on this side, so... when you think you're done with installations, you realize within a moment or two, that you were wrong. You were not even close to being done with them. There's a very tight squeeze in this bathroom, that's for sure. But that's for the guests, not for us. The other option would have been to also just get rid of the shower entirely and then just make it a washer-dryer room with the toilet. Again, how many showers does a house have to have? But if you have the space, it just makes sense to utilize it, I guess. Alright, so that bathroom be done. Now, we need to do the fixtures in here before we start working on the kitchen. We're going to go with a large radiator. Because it's also going to be heating up the kitchen, too. We are not putting any extra shit, maybe an extra air conditioner in there at best. And that's if I'm feeling saucy and want to do that. So, AC. Yeah, the fridge is bad. I'm trying to think really quick, do we want to get a bigger fridge in here? If we do, it means we gotta move the fixtures. I mean, can we? No, we'd have to put new ones down. I don't know, you know what? We don't need it. We'll just go with the small stand-up. Okay, so that's fine. So, boom, 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 boom. That is an interesting idea, but goddamn did it look weird. Alright. Furniture. I want to put the fridge in, actually. Because I don't want to run into an issue where I put too much stuff in. And I can't get the goddamn fridge in there. We're going to go with this because we know it works. Now, before we do any of that, we got to paint. Do we just want to go with white because I have white paint? I think I answered my own question. It's a little tacky, but we put so much effort into the rest of the house. And we're going to put a lot of effort into the visual of the kitchen as far as what we're installing in it. I don't see why not. I mean, I can change this if I must. But I think white is fine. And that should be all the white we're ever going to need. Goodbye, white paint. You have served us so wonderfully. Alright, back to this. Now, we can't use the corner cabinet, so that's not an issue. Or rather, that is a non-issue. Here's Peninsula. Right cupboard to the Peninsula. I don't understand that. Okay. Is there a Peninsula option in it, even? Okay. Wide and narrow. Okay, so let's do... hate how that does that. That idea was not well thought. Boom. And then we need a sink somewhere. We need this. Which really we can just go here. Actually, I want to go one more. We put a little one in there, so I'm not worried about that. We need this sink. We just need these things out so we can start working with it properly. Okay. Now there's the thins. I can live with that. Because if we put it up against the fridge, there's just not enough room. The other option is to get rid of this. Put in a dishwasher. Which they have one. Let's go with... It's not going to fit in there. Let's keep that because we can put it on this side. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's put that thin guy back in there. Because that's clearly what needed to go in to begin with. Ooh, but we still got that space. Well, then screw it. That's what I say at this point. It's fine. Okay. Now, I wanted to do something like this. We need to figure out the peninsula element here, if we even have one with an edge. Those are the two corners. Not really. So I won't worry about any of that. I don't know if a skinny shelf will fit there. If it doesn't, we're gonna have to move this out some more. Which in my opinion is fine. So, perfect. Look at that. Look at that. I like it. My nipples are hard just thinking about it. And some of you might say TMI, I say 2FB. Too fucking bad. Yeah. Alright, and then we'll put one little one, I think, and then we're good. Or we could do this one. It's not as big. It's not as little, but it's not as big either. Ooh. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I believe we have ourselves a neat-looking kitchen. Okay, jokes aside. We still got this to do. Now, we want some transparent ones. Maybe even on the ends. Then let's do a solid one in the middle, because that's where the vent's going to go. The hood for the stove. So we can move this even further over. And just to give some variation, we'll do that. I don't want to do all of them transparent. That's just kind of nuts. Oh, blinds. We'll do the spotted blinds. I like it. I like it. Oh, God, I like it so much. Let's finish with the electronics, shall we? Because that's almost what's missing here. About. Boom. Boom. Let's go with a nice little hood. And then... Oh, I need to put a water heater somewhere in the house. That's fine. We'll put it downstairs. Easy fix. And boom. See, that is to what I call a good-looking fucking kitchen, baby. Yeah. All we did was replace what they did with stuff that fits better. Alright, so the kitchen is technically done. I do want to put a water heater in. Heaven forbid I forget that. And so we got plenty of room in this vicinity. We can do that. We can put that right. That's my better judgment. You couldn't legally put that there. Anywho. Anyway, we got a bathroom done, which this close to the door, but whatever. Should have made more room. Oh my goodness, look at this, guys. This is great. I actually wouldn't mind this home too much. Other than the downstairs looks like it's from the 1970s, but whatever. With the nice house, you got a little bedroom here. You got a little sitting room. Could put a bookshelf there. You know what? We will reward ourselves with a goddamn bookshelf. God damn it. There's a goddamn bookshelf. Look at that. Nice little office. And the master bed, technically the master bedroom, with that extra closet space. I think it's pretty good, guys. I think we did a good job. I don't think I'm going to do a yard. There's just not enough room to really do much with the yard. And yeah, we could put a garden there and blah, 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 but it wouldn't really accomplish anything. We will give one saving grace, though. We will go into recreation. We will put a barbecue. Of course, we'll put a barbecue. That barbecue needs to be close to the kitchen. And we will put let's see, a table with some chairs out here. Should go like this, because that way everybody can see the beautiful ocean view. We'll only put 4 chairs in, though. And theoretically, I don't know if it'll work, but we could put... Just want a solid color. Looky there. Actually, move this further down. I think the chairs would be in the way. And look at that. That's what I call a thing of beauty. We'll do one last sweep of the house, but I'm pretty sure we've done everything there really is to do. We know the downstairs is relatively done. The kitchen looks good. We painted... that should be white, shouldn't it? Son of a bitch. Do we have enough paint on our roller? We might. No. Of course not. This is why we check. I missed one thing in the house. Okay, I think we're done here, guys. I don't see any other things we could do. Again, if you wanted to, you could organize, you could put little shelves, you could put little benches, and all kinds of stuff, cupboards, all kinds of stuff, to make this house look beautifully lived in. For what it's worth, I think we're in the attempt to resell this property. I think we have done everything necessary to resell this property in all the right ways. So, I think it's time we sell this house. We're not doing a garden. Just there isn't a lot of room, so I don't want to bother with it. Let's go ahead and put on auction. So, renovation costs is pretty much the furniture sold. So we roughly spent $12,000 on top of the 136, so that puts it at 148, 149. Let's say 150. So we're not making a huge bunch on this like we have with some of the others. Some of the others we've made over $70 to $100 to $200,000. So this home, and again, it's probably because we're not getting an extra $50,000 for doing the yard. But even then, I want to say we got a lot of money last episode. So for some reason, this house's layout and interest in the way that it's set up doesn't allow for it. We also spent a lot on furniture. So we spent almost $10,000 on furniture, which I think our average might be around 8. We spent a little bit more, but yeah, the renovation, and we spent a lot on the renovation, building those extra rooms. So, I mean, we're going to definitely negotiate, maybe if we can, another $10,000, but I don't think we can. Okay, yeah, we can. Let's see if we can get a little extra. And there we go. Not the best. And again, like I said, I don't think we'd get that much more for a garden. So, outside of the bonus for doing it. So, some reason we didn't get as much money. And maybe my math is wrong and I'm not remembering what I did last time. But I thought we got more for the last 2 houses. So, it is what it is. Just put in a wall. Yeah, that looks nice. I like what we did there. So that is another house in the books. It took us 2 episodes to get there, but we got there. What can I say? What can I say indeed? Other than that, I'm glad we did it. Alright, so that's my cue, guys. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I'm your host, CRPG Guy. And when we come back, we've got another bunker house to do. We've actually got 2 of them coming up, and I believe there's one other one, yeah. So we've got a bunker house coming up, and then what looks like an actual standard suburban homes. Not to say that all suburban homes look like this. But when I think of a suburban home, I think of a garage with an upstairs and a downstairs. So we're getting there. We've got 17 homes left. So plenty of work that is yet to be done. But I am excited to get there with you guys. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/JackTarStudios for more live gaming, action, as opposed to more. For some live gaming action, and we will be working on another bunker, which I think I mentioned I was going to put more effort into. I haven't decided that yet, but I'm definitely going to make an effort to get us there. So anyway, thanks for stopping by, guys, and we will see you guys next time.